Coming up tonight on Bus News.
Changes to the Edinburgh Bus Tour's Majestic Tour and Three Bridges Tour. 2 new Volvo 9700s for Lothian Motorcoaches. And service changes in both Stirling and Perth.
Greetings, what's going on? Me, Mortimer here. Welcome back to another episode of Bus News. Charlie wasn't able to record all of this episode, so I am covering for most of it. He does have a segment later on. But anyways, let's stop procrastinating and get right on into it. First off, there are bus changes regarding Edinburgh Bus Tours. The biggest tour operator in Edinburgh, they operate 3 services. The City Sightseeing Tour, which there are a lot of city sightseeing tours across the world. Edinburgh Tour, which I think you can tell what that is, and the Majestic Tour, which goes down to the Port of Leith and Ocean Terminal, so that people can transfer onto the Royal Boat Britannia, which is pretty major in Edinburgh. So there are going to be some changes. First off, the summer-only tour, the Three Bridges Tour, which was direct from Waterloo Place to Hawes Pier in Queensbury, or when that road's closed, Port Edgar, which is just a bit up the road, maybe like a 5-minute walk. That is no longer going to be operating. It's not going to be operating this summer, so it is cancelled until, honestly, who knows? All the times I saw it was pretty much desolate, so I can't really see it as a very major revenue source, so why operate it anyway? Next is regarding the Majestic Tour. It is actually going to be withdrawn and replaced with the Regal Tour, which I might try to do a shorter video on the main channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'm going to try to do a video like that. I did a video for when Lothian withdrew the 41 and replaced it with the 9, which you can see on the main channel. It's got quite a lot of views. I think it's fairly popular. But yeah, the Regal Tour, it seems to be more or less the same, except it's going to be going up the Royal Mile, and it's actually going to go down to the shore and around and come past the Port of Leith, which I think is exciting. I was going to put up a map for the tracking of Lothian Buses 695, which did the entire journey on it, evidently, probably just for driver familiarization, but unfortunately, the map has since been deleted off of bustimes.org, and I have no other way of viewing it at this current moment, so... Next up, 2 73-play Volvo 9700s in Lothian Motorcoaches livery were seen parked up at the Lothian Buses Longstone Depot a few weeks ago, and apparently, I think there's only meant to be 2 in the order, which I think is quite odd. If you're going to get coaches, why not get multiple of them? But I guess that's the Eve approach, which is now owned by Lothian, if you've not seen the last episode. Next, there were also some proposed service changes up in Perth, which were to be reviewed by the community around them. Such changes involved the 1, 2, and 9 evening journeys being withdrawn and replaced by 1A and 2A, which would basically be the same as the 1 and 2, except going via Muirton to replace the 9. And the 8 being withdrawn and being replaced by the Service 7 being extremely altered. And then the 16 would have all morning journeys withdrawn and afternoon journeys, so it only operates in the evenings. The X7 would be shortened from Perth Royal Infirmary to Dundee bus station, and the 39 would be shortened from Kingudi to Nine Walls, however being increased every 30 minutes. All of those changes, except for the one regarding the X7, have been cancelled, and the X7 change has been pushed back by over a month. So now it's going to remain going between Perth Royal Infirmary and Aberdeen until May 27th. Thankfully, that was the only change I was pretty much in favour for, except for the 39 going up to every 30 minutes, but oh well. But yeah, what I think it is good is that Stagecoach are not really doing too well financially, I think. I think they're struggling quite a lot, just with vehicles, and the X7 was apparently quite quiet on the Dundee to Perth stretch. I can imagine it was probably quite busy in the peak heading to and from Perth Royal Infirmary, because, well, commuters got to commute. But otherwise, from what I've seen, it was never really that busy, so yeah, I'm in favour of this change. Next up, there are some service changes for McGill's Midland Bluebird around the general Stirling area. I know next to nothing about the buses in Stirling except for the fact that they're a fairly good bus network. However, there's another team member who is much more familiar with the bus network in Stirling. So yeah, over to you, Charles.
Hello, this is really odd for me. I'm not usually like this. However, the studio is getting refurbed right now. It's better times for McGill's Scotland East, coming from the 22nd of April. I've not seen these changes. This is my live reaction. So, X38, sorry. We are introducing a new timetable to make us more reliable. This includes adding an additional bus service to the journey to give us more time to recover. Sounds like they've nearly... Can you shush? There will be a new timetable to make us more reliable. Still running up to every 30 minutes at busy times. We're also adding an extra stop for Falkirk Wheel, the Boardwalk Restaurant, and Three Bridges Park and Ride on Millennium Wheel Drive on the X37. That's for the X36 and X37. The H1 and the H2. They're going to introduce a new timetable to improve timekeeping, while similar journeys will continue to run. The times of your journey may change. There'll be a minor route change. The Sauchie area of Mar Place no longer being served. The 1, the 2, the 5, the 7, the 38, 51, 52, 56, 57. They're all getting timetable improvements to make each of these routes more reliable. There's one I've missed out on purpose. One of the routes that I use every single Sunday. That's right, the 59. On this slide, worst times are coming for the 59. Every 2 hours on a Sunday is not good enough, McGills. It's really not good enough. What are you doing? This has been Central Scotland Buses Bus News. I have been Charlie Gunn, 1925, presenting your Monday night programme. Until next time, goodbye.